The Google Gang Podcast.
Lived in Leeds for a bit.
Why were you in Leeds?
Because I got sacked from my job at Morrison's. I had no money to pay me rent. So I lived with my mate and his dog for a bit. He made his bear pregnant, so I got kicked out of there. And then moved into my mate's house in Leeds.
So this was, you lost your job in Morrison's in Liverpool?
Yeah. Then
Right.
I just moved to Leeds, worked in the Stone Roses bar for about 3 months.
Yeah.
Just kipping on my mate's couch. It was alright.
Was this when you were homeless?
Kind of, yeah. But it wasn't like proper homeless.
Right.
It was like couch surfing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it was like, I was getting passed around my mate's house. It was like a joint.
And was that
Like puff, pass on me poverty.
was that a fun time where you, like, you know, learned a little bit about yourself and what you're capable of and the rest?
No, not at all.
Oh, it wasn't character building?
No.
No, it was just sad?
It wasn't even sad, I enjoyed it.
Right.
Because I had a job, I was earning more money then than I was in Morrison's. I just didn't have rent to pay. I was just saving up.
Right. So you were homeless but with a job?
I was homeless with a job, bouncing around, like, because I didn't sleep on benches that often outside. I have a couple of times, but that's mostly due to being really drunk and not being able to get in anywhere. Do you know what I mean?
And not being able to get home?
Yeah.
So at the moment you live in Liverpool in a share house with some interesting people?
Yeah. I live with 2 Romanians who are lovely, and I live with 4 students who are brilliant.
Be honest though.
Be honest, they're all cunts. The German fella's alright, I like him, and the little fella who plays Fortnite, he's alright. The rest of them can fuck off, to be honest.
What's the issue that you have with the Romanians?
They're just arguing constantly.
In Romanian?
In Romanian at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm in bed listening to it. Like, what the fuck are they saying? It's not interesting.
How do you know it's not interesting though?
Because I don't fucking speak the language, so I'm not interested in it.
Alright, but if you could understand Romanian, do you think you would be?
Yeah, I'd be fascinated. I'd love to figure out who the fella is fucking behind the girl's back. I'd love to hear the inner part of their relationship. But unfortunately, due to the language barrier, I'm just getting woke up and being late to fucking work because they're disrespectful fucking bastards.
Do you ever say anything to them about it?
They don't speak English.
Oh, they don't speak any English?
They do, bits and bobs, but if you walk down and you're like, hey, can you stop arguing? My wife, why you tell me not to argue with my wife? Like, that's my business, not yours. I'm like, you're in me fucking house.
So, why do they live in England if they're not that great with the English language?
Because they're fucking idiots. To be fair, it's probably due to some, like, socio-economic reason. It's probably because in Romania you can't actually get a good job.
Yeah.
For the same, so like if you're a taxi driver in England, you're earning like...
Is he a taxi driver?
No, he washes cars. He's probably, you know, off the books.
Yeah.
Being honest.
His whole house of cards has just collapsed with this revelation.
I just know that he washes. I used to wash cars, and then his girlfriend's a nurse, which is good of her.
With the NHS, like proper nurse?
No, I think she just is a support worker.
Okay.
To be fair.
Right.
Could be in a private place, cash in hands. I don't know. It could be.
It sounds pretty dodgy.
It is. The house is owned by some like Palestinian fella that I've never met called Noah.
Right.
And I'm like,
do you pay the rent directly to him? Or
nah,
do you
I pay the rent through some other fella.
Right.
So it goes through one fella into another fella's gaff. Then that fella sends it to another fella. There's just multiple fellas owning this shithole in Bootle. They've monopolised this one terraced house.
And like 7 people live there.
There's 7 people in it. You know when you watch them shows on like Benefits Britain?
Yeah.
And it's just like a family of fucking 14
living in like a 2-bedroom house.
It's like that, except everybody's an adult and 2 of them are spending their happily married life together.
So What's the plan from here? Are you planning to leave?
Hopefully, if I don't get sacked from my job,
is there a high chance you'll get sacked from your job?
You're speaking to me, mate.
I thought you'd go down quite well in Liverpool, though. Like, I don't know. I feel sorry for the Australian listeners that are going to listen to this because I sometimes struggle to understand you. But I'm like learning. The more I speak to you, the easier you are to understand. But
Australians listening to me.
yeah. Any message for the Australians?
No, not really. I've never met an Australian other than yourself.
That's good. What are your opinions so far?
Of us Australians?
Yeah.
Well, you're a massive weapon, so it's like you're just a fucking big happy ball of misogyny.
You were the cunt that gave me the nickname misogynistic Matty.
Well, it's not my fault that you hate women.
I don't hate women.
Well, you love women, but you love to manipulate women. That's what you do.
There was a part in my stand-up set where I was quite degrading towards women, but I've strayed away from that now.
What was the phrase?
There was a lot.
What was it, like the chasmous cunt or something that you were swimming in? I don't know, it was just derogatory and mean, and everyone was really angry on some Facebook forum, and I was just drunk laughing my head off, going, this prick just calls a woman a slut or something. I thought that was my job and I was a knobhead.
I think I said, the phrase was, describing a girl, if on a scale of 1 to 10, if 0 was a rotting corpse, she was about a 0.7.
Oh, that poor girl, she's probably lovely as well. Actually, even worse, she's probably hypothetical. She doesn't exist, does she? You've made her up just to try and be edgy.
So the story is true, but it didn't happen to me.
So you've made it's a girl who your mate shagged and you're calling her up. That mean on your mate as well. Your good friend's got his willy wet and he's dead happy for himself, and you're calling her close to a rotten corpse. So what? A corpse that's been refrigerated, a corpse in a freezer. You called her Walt Disney. You're saying your mate fucked Walt Disney.
That is basically the bit, yeah. Anyway, I'm not doing those jokes anymore. We've moved away from that.
You've moved on to greater pastures.
That's right. And now life's going okay. Now it seems to be, seems to be going okay.
You've got a lovely flat. I had to shower before I came on. Just stunk of shit. Badly stunk of shit, didn't I? It was horrible.
It was not nice, yeah.
It wasn't. Like, do you know what I mean? The trains in this country. Oh my god. Get me on it's on a gig in Hull. Went to Sheffield to get picked up. Got picked up by this lovely woman from Birmingham, Karen Bailey. Brilliant comedian. Lovely dog called Bird.
Yeah. Was the dog with you?
The dog sat on my lap the entire way. Boss.
That's nice.
On the way home, got a lift off some other guy who was sound, and he was lovely, but he dropped me off in Leeds, so I missed the connecting train, so I'm just stuck in Leeds all night.
What did you do?
I just went to a nightclub and sat in the corner looking creepy.
Did you have a sleep?
No, I just started staring at people like with dead eyes.
Were you drinking?
Yeah, of course.
A few drinks, but you didn't get up and dance. You weren't enjoying life.
No, I don't dance.
You don't dance?
The only dancing I do is on stage, and it's Fortnite dancing, and I do it for an ironic punchline that isn't even worth the build-up.
Right. So how do you go about coming up with your jokes, your bits for your stand-up? Do you have a process that you use to write?
Yeah, I listen to Matty Shaw's Giggle Gang podcast and I rob all the good bits.
Yeah, you obviously probably aren't doing very well there.
No, that's why I'm fucking doing the podcast, because he can't attract anyone of worth.
Well, now I've got you. You're like the most famous guest I've had.
Oh, fucking hell, what, 300 followers on Twitter?
You've really hit the big time. I forgot to even announce your name. It's Adam Hughes from Liverpool.
Brilliant.
Because people don't know who you are, Adam.
No, nobody knows who I am. I'm not.
But you're the most famous guest we've had. You know.
That's horrendous.
You're very successful.
Being an knobhead.
But what's your seriously though? How do you go about writing your jokes?
Usually, I have an idea, and I'll just bullet point it, and I'll get really drunk at an open mic night and just rant and record it, and then if the bit lands a little bit, I'll work on it. Then I'll just go home and like write a story about it. But then obviously when I'm doing the joke, other comics will come in and just go, why don't you change this and do this with it? So it's a lot of like inspiration of other people, which is basically me stealing their ideas.
Not really though, you can take inspiration off other people.
Pointers in it. So basically it just starts off with just a shell of an idea, and then it builds up over time. Like I do different jokes every day. Yeah. I'm not the kind of kid who wants to do the same jokes every day because it's pointless. I don't think you learn. Yeah. Because obviously we're both open micers. Yeah. We're not good. May never be good at comedy. We might just be shit forever. Yeah. Attention-seeking whores. Just looking for a little bit of fame, and so you just gotta keep throwing shit at the wall, and eventually some of the shit might like fall off onto a tramp, and then the shit on the tramp's quite funny. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm throwing that much shit at a wall, it might drop onto something more worthwhile.
Interesting. It's an interesting approach that you have. So do you legitimately feel like you are not good at comedy now?
I'm awful.
So why do you continue to do it? Because you have the perception that you will be good at one point.
No, I just enjoy doing it. So I'm good enough to get laughs, but I'm unreliable as fuck, and therefore I'm not good at comedy. Right. I'm funny, but I'm not good. Right. Whereas there are so many good acts on the circuit who are at a place where they deserve to be because they've worked at the consistency, they've worked on the mic technique, they've worked on delivery, they've worked on joke writing, they've paid for course, they've done everything. It's about, I don't have the effort. Yeah. I do, because I'll travel everywhere, but I don't have the something else.
The drive? You don't have the self-discipline?
It's not, probably that. Other addiction, like a lot of them are the coke addicts, and I like alcohol.
Right. Would you say you're addicted to alcohol?
No, not really.
Would you say you're addicted to comedy?
If I say that's the most cringy thing I've ever said in my life.
But would you say that you're addicted to the feeling? That's why you keep coming back, like you're addicted to how you feel when you're on stage?
It's adrenaline more than anything in it. You get the little willy before you go on stage, your cough doesn't work properly, you need a shit. Yeah. You go on stage, you got shit hanging out your ass, you tell a joke and then people go, haha, and then the shit somehow disappears. Yeah. Your cock gets slightly bigger, still small, but still slightly bigger than it once was. Yeah. In the toilet, shivering, in the corner.
So when you go to gigs, like, because when you walk to the stage, for people that hasn't seen you usually start yelling before you've even got to the microphone. Yeah. At that point, before you've got to the microphone, are you nervous?
No, not anymore. I'm only nervous before they say my name. As soon as they say my name, I just go into like a different mode. Yeah. Because who the fuck does what I do in the middle of the street? Yeah. Probably me. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? I just do that because when I was started doing open mic music nights and you just get ignored. Yeah. So I just feel if I start screaming, it at least makes somebody look at me. Yeah. Which is all you need, and then you can start working the room then. Which I'm not the best at, I'm alright at it. I can win a room round, potentially, if they're not interested, which is a skill you develop over a couple of years. But over a couple of years you also learn that they're not asked anyway. Yeah. So fuck them.
So when did you do your first gig?
September 2015.
Okay, and how old were you?
I was 18.
Right, and how did your first gig go?
Oh, it was terrible.
what angle did you come at it from? Did you have an idea of how you wanted it to go?
I forgot that I was booked in. Also assumed that it was hilarious. I assumed that it'd be the funniest thing in the world. Didn't write a joke.
Okay. You came to the first gig not writing any jokes?
No. I just went on stage and I think the first thing I did was just go, do you watch Coronation Street? And the one was like, yeah. I was like, it's fucking shit. And then I sat down after 5 minutes just doing this, just going, just telling everyone that everything they do was shit. Lost the room.
Of course you lost the room.
And then I got dragged off, and it was awful.
Who dragged you off? The MC?
The audience just staring at me.
Just like made you so uncomfortable being up there.
But it wasn't uncomfortable because I was really drunk.
Right. Is that a common thing for you? Do you usually get drunk before
I used to, now.
Right.
Now I have one or two because you get a free bevy and I need to get a train back to wherever I am at that time.
Yeah.
So it's what it is.
Yeah. But you don't need to be absolutely plastered. I think you told me you used to have like 15 or 16 pints.
I have done on occasion. I used to get really drunk, whether it took that much, and then I'd go on stage and be the worst act in the Northwest. Like genuinely, when I started, I was the worst.
Yeah.
I'm quite good now. Being honest, I'm quite good for an open spot. I know what I'm doing now. But at the time, I was shite. I was doing what you were doing when you started. I was being misogynistic. I was being racist.
Yeah.
No, maybe without realising him, just drunk and just saying things.
Yeah, saying whatever popped into your head with no filter.
Yeah, and that's not the way.
Not even any thought of like, what is this funny? It was just, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I was 18 trying to shock, and it's not funny.
Yeah.
And you lose rooms, then you don't get booked by people because you're pissed off the promoter.
Yes.
And when the promoter doesn't book you, you have no possibility of progression.
Yeah.
Which is all we need and want.
Yeah.
Like the amount of dick people had sucked to get a 5 spot at the store.
Yeah.
It's mental. They put themselves through King Gong every fucking month just to get gonged off for being from fucking London. A gig where the entire audience, how funny is it that he's had to pay 50 quid to come here? Wee.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he probably wasn't funny in his first 7 seconds and deserved to get gonged off.
What is your opinion on gong shows? Do you think they're good for open micers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They teach you how to deal with adversity, and because gigs like King Gong and the gig in Stockton upon Tees, you know, for Manfords or whatever it's called, I don't know what it's called.
Frog and Bucket have Beat the Frog as well.
Yeah, but like the Comedy Store and the one in Stockton upon Tees are very harsh, and they should be.
Yeah.
Because if you can't beat 5 minutes, you're not good enough to perform at that venue.
Yeah.
And that's the way they test their acts.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with the, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
And the Beat the Frog's a good one, and so Spiky Mike's when you're starting, because they're a lot nicer.
Yeah.
They give you a bit of grace time. So this one in Stockton upon Tees, I've just been awful there. Gongs off all the time.
Right.
A lovely siren. Maybe you can hear it. Probably. It's not.
You most definitely can hear it. Every time I do this podcast, there is a siren that goes past. It's because I live near a hospital, so.
Yeah, just because you're clicking buttons on your mixing table.
I just like setting sirens off. It's like a rap music video, like whoop whoop. So, what is the current plan for you with comedy? Obviously, you book a lot of different nights and different locations around the Northwest. So you're a promoter and a performer, and I feel like you've come quite a long way in quite a small space of time. And your age, the number of your age being 20, doesn't reflect
21
now. Happy birthday! But it doesn't reflect how you handle this industry and how you conduct yourself. I feel like you're operating at a higher level of respect that doesn't sort of correlate to your age based on your experience and the amount of things that you do.
Yeah, because when you're running gigs, you're dealing with acts who want to do 5 minutes in some shithole in the middle of Yorkshire or You know what I mean? You done my gig, you turns up, it's just an empty fucking pub. And then it happens and it was fun.
It was really, really good.
Which
like
was
I was in shock when we got there. I was like, because Jed Salisbury was the MC, and he was like, I have no idea what's happening. Adam's told me nothing. And we're like, well, Adam hasn't told us much either. And there was hardly any people in the pub. There was just a stage in the corner of just a regular pub, and I was like, this is not going to go well. And it ended up going fantastic. We ended up having a great time.
Yeah, it's just one of them gigs. The people there are just up for it. You have nothing else.
Yeah.
It's a drag bar in a racist, sexist, homophobic village.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a pub that in most other places would just be designated for smackheads and our fellas.
Yeah.
But this is designated for like drag queens and artists.
Yeah.
Who just happen to be from this little village, and they just look normal, and they just sat there with bulgy heads drinking a pint, and then at the end they just go on and do karaoke, and they're fucking amazing because the drag queens, it's crazy. Love that little gig.
The guy in the front row was actually a poet that lives in Skipton.
Yeah.
He'd spent time living near where I was born in New Zealand. And he's added me on Facebook. Like, he's like, I'm looking at his poetry. He's like a super like creative, artsy guy who, as you said, just lives in this tiny village in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like literally in the jails.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah. It's fun though.
It's fun. It's good fun. What's your favourite gig of yours that you go to or that you've put on?
My favourite one I've ever done is probably Lennon's, which was, let's be honest, terrible.
Right.
We used to have like
terrible for the audience or terrible for the
both. It was just dog shit, but I loved it because I was getting paid to run it. And I got really drunk for free.
Yeah.
And then I had money to go out afterwards, and all my mates would be there.
Yeah.
But oh my god, we had some weird tales in that gig. Frank Volko shoved a fucking beer mat up his ass.
What?
On stage, because he got heckled because some kid was in the front row on he was on 2CB. It's like LSD and I think ecstasy, just in a tablet. And he was just hitting just weird, tripping balls at this, like, kind of crazy.
What part of England is this? Liverpool?
Liverpool, yeah.
Right.
In Matthew Street, where the Beatles were from.
It makes more sense now.
And he's a prop comic, kind of. If you add it to most basic, he's more intelligent than that, but just for saying's sake.
Yeah.
He's a prop comic, and he finished all his stuff, and he went, yeah, it's me done. Some fella just went, do something with the beer mat. Then the other fella just went, yeah, just shove it up your ass. And then Luke, Frank, the character, said, I'll shove it up my ass for a tenner. And the fella was like, yeah, do it. So Frank pulled his pants down and just had a beer mat in between his ass cheeks. Like pretending to do it. And the fella just slapped it and it just went up his shit pipe. And then he got the tenner though. Highest paid act ever in Lennon's for shoving it.
Is that gig still running?
Oh, it's well done.
Right.
The venue's not there anymore. It's turned into a Beatles museum.
Right. They've realised the error of their ways.
Yeah, it used to be horrible. The Falcon gig, me and my mate Jono used to run it, and I used to MC it. The first night got postponed because someone got stabbed in the pub like 2 days before.
What?
And we just ran it again like the week later. It was Rams and it was so good. We had like 160, 70 people in this pub.
Yeah.
So we were like, this is going to be a belter gig. And then like a month later we had the second one and it was empty other than like smackhead old ladies. Like you're sitting there trying to MC it, just doing standard crowd work. What you do? Hang on, love, let me just do this line. She just bashes like coke on the table and just sniffs it. Oh, I'm on the dole. You're like, for fuck's sake, how can I work with this? I'm drunk, she's beaked off at Barney. Jono's in the corner playing pool or something, the microphone's not working. Tom Shaw comes on and has to do 20 minutes of him trying to deal with hecklers.
How do you usually deal with hecklers? Like, do you ever think, like, before you go on stage, if I get heckled, this is what I'm going to say, or is it just in the fly?
You just have to deal with them because it's part and parcel of doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Because they're there and they're trying to have a good time and they're just shouting because they're drunk.
Yeah.
So I go on, do my stuff and leave. That's like what I want to do.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, sometimes someone heckles. And then you deal, sometimes it goes well, you get a laugh, you win the room back. They're quiet now, they've done it and it's done.
Yeah.
But then other times, you get a glass through at your head.
Has that happened?
Yeah. It was in a music gig in Crosby.
Yeah.
And it was like my mate's birthday, so I'd done a bit of stand-up and to be fair, I was getting laughs, I wasn't doing badly, but I wasn't meant to be there, I wasn't being not like good or anything, just being alright, getting laughs. But she really wanted me to play Van Morrison, and as I'm not a musician, I can't play Van Morrison.
Yeah.
So I just went to a listen.
So you were there to do comedy, but they were requesting you to play music?
Yeah, she was just drunk going, just play Brown Eyed Girl, love, I love that one. And I'm like, sorry love, I'm just trying to do stands up for 5 minutes, get some new material out. Can you just shut the fuck up for 5 minutes and that'd be helpful for me and everyone else in the room. Just trying to be polite about it, because I'm not meant to be there. If I just start calling it all sorts, it's not funny, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
And then she goes, well, you just telling me to shut the fuck up. You're lucky my son isn't here, because if my son was here, you'd know what he'd be doing. I was like, yeah, telling you to shut the fuck up as well, you cunt. And she just got up, fucking threw this wine glass, swilled me everywhere, and it just pinged off this like grand piano that was behind me. And I'm like, whoa, it was like Matrix dodging it. Because I didn't want to get, you know, like glass in my hair.
Glass in your hair or your eyes?
Or my eyes or face or tits. I don't want glass on me, straight, sharp. So I tried to avoid that situation and she just got picked up and threw out. It was quite fun. What's your worst experience?
What's my worst experience? Not really. There was one that wasn't great. This was, I attribute the end of Fab Cafe. So the very last time that we were at Fab Cafe, I got up on stage and I was just doing my regular bits, and right behind the stage in like a booth is a guy and a girl just having a conversation.
Oh.
Like nothing to do with me or anything. They weren't shouting anything, but it was so loud that it was like putting me off just hearing them yabbering in the corner. So I was just like, are you guys all right? Like, what are you doing? And she just straight away just goes, I'm a lesbian. And I was like, I didn't ask your sexuality. Like, it doesn't bother me, the fact that you're talking. And I was like, do you have like a home to go to? Or like, are you homeless? And she was like, oh, what? And I was like, well, like, you can fucking leave. Like, we're trying to do stand-up comedy here, you know, and you're just here talking. She was like, you can't talk to me like that. And I was like, right, just shut up. So they were quiet relatively for the rest of the set. Then afterwards, she came up to me and she was like, I work here. How dare you speak to me like that? Yabba, 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 going off. And I was like, if you work here, then you know that there's a comedy night every Thursday. And you also know it's like extremely disrespectful just to sit in the corner and have a chat. And then she goes, I don't give a fuck about you or any of these comedians. I hate this comedy night, yada. And I was like, if you work here, probably not the best thing to say. Anyway, have a good one. We were never welcome back to Fab Cafe.
Ah, well. I left my bag in there, so there's just smelly shoes in a bag in that bar somewhere.
But that was like, I haven't had any like really bad ones, especially not live at gigs. I think the worst thing that happened was obviously aired out publicly on Facebook, where people were commenting about the things that I had said on stage, and I was getting
you were misogynistic.
Oh, absolutely, I was 100% in the wrong. That's why I couldn't, like, as you said, the way that I handled it was very calm. Because I was like, fuck, I fucked up.
There's a lot of other people who've done similar things.
Yeah.
Who have bit to a little bit of, you know, just bad. Because all it is just people giving you advice. Some a little bit aggressive. Or
well, I did say
sassy, but
all the people that gave me advice or what they termed as giving me advice. The way I saw it was like a personal attack on my character as a person, basically. So I just replied to them and I said, look, I appreciate where you're coming from and what you've said. The way you've handled this is terrible. And what you've done, and you should really rethink if you want to try and do this again.
And then did you handle it in DMs as well, directly?
I did. They actually DM'd me directly.
Yeah, to apologise.
To apologise, yeah. When I sort of called them and just say, look, I appreciate what you're saying. I'm making changes to sort of address that. It's not directly because of you saying it, but I can see how it would upset other people. But I'm not changing just because you said I have to change. I sort of recognise, based off other feedback and people that I know and trust and all the rest, said probably best to take a different direction. You being one of them, being like, as you said, I used to be like that when I started. Sort of now gone away from that, and you can go down. And as you said, you're a funny guy. You don't need to do shock misogynistic material.
You don't. You just have to be funny.
Yeah.
Which you are.
Yeah.
Now. Took you a couple of months.
But I'm glad I was able to figure it out at this point, and this didn't drag on for 12 months. And I get a horrible reputation.
The clubs, and then the clubs don't book you because, to be fair, I'm not on the clubs. I do one out of all of them. So it's because they're literally just 2 hot water, open spots there because I live there. Yeah. So it's
and Hot Water is a great club.
Yeah, it's the best.
It is. It really is. It's the best. It's the best venue I've ever performed in.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's brilliant. Built by.
So I want to ask you about Liverpool, because obviously you're Liverpool born and bred. I assume you're born in Liverpool.
Yeah, born in Liverpool.
Would you say that you're proud to be from Liverpool?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that pride is carried by a lot of other people that you know that are born in Liverpool?
Yeah, Liverpool's just a proud city. Just to be a Scouse, you're Scouse.
Yeah. Do you feel like with that identity, when you're in other parts of the country, you sort of wear the badge of pride more?
Yeah. I genuinely think I put more of an accent on, just without realising it.
Yeah.
Out to Liverpool, especially when I'm on stage as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't sound like this.
Yeah.
Unless if I'm in Liverpool, talk more like that.
Yeah.
Which is just slower and more normal.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Every time else, I'm just like, I'm Scouse as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just a mess, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just a fucking mess.
So I wanted to talk about your plans for the future. Where do you see your comedy career going?
Right into the gutter.
Why?
I just don't think it'll go anywhere. There's too many people. There's too many people who,
don't you think that you're different enough to stand out from that group?
Yeah, but I also think I'm not professional enough. And even if I do, ends up, doing the pro circuit, I'd like to do that. It's a lot of travelling and admin that I didn't realise. Yeah. Which is a big part of it.
Yeah.
I'm shit at emailing. I'm not good. I'm not that. That's a part of my game which I need to improve on. Yeah. There's people who just smash the admin and then they'll progress fast. There's people up there who do the competitions do really well. Yeah. And progress that way. Or people just genuinely just do the clubs and grind. Showing up. Yeah. But there's so many people. Yeah. How many people have you had on this podcast who nobody's heard of?
We're recording episode 27 as we speak.
So that's 27 people who don't get paid to do this.
Yes. Actually, one does get paid.
Oh, who's
Donald Mackerel.
Yeah, Donald Mackerel gets paid.
Yeah.
He is good, Donald, to be fair.
He is. He is very good. The podcast I recorded with Donald was fantastic. But yeah, you're right. All the other people are open spots. Yeah. Just like me.
Donald's an open spot?
Donald's an open spot, but he makes money off his Mr. Badger routine.
Yeah.
So
does he?
Yeah, he's going alright, and he's running his own nights down in Shropshire.
Yeah, that's good. I haven't done that. I'll have to go down sometime, potentially.
Do you like travelling to go to gigs?
No.
No? It seems like the experience you had yesterday, probably.
Yeah, you just get... you don't drive, you're stuck.
Yeah.
I need to learn to drive, but I haven't got the money to learn to drive. Yeah. Just spend all my money on getting to places, or just sustaining being in that place, getting food and water and just living, do you know what I mean? Survival.
Yeah.
And what for? 5 minutes in Hull.
Is that what you did yesterday? 5 minutes?
Well, I've done 20, 21, and I got paid for it.
Okay. That's good. That makes it worth it.
But it was like, it was good. It's good money if you think about it. But it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. Because like the first time you get paid, then you've just lost 50 quid still.
Yeah.
Because £37 train to Sheffield, you get stuck in Leeds, so you'd end up burying all night just to stay awake. Then get a coach in the morning to Manchester, sit in Wetherspoons all morning, trying to wait up to do this, just to fucking do King Gong, and it gongs off after 2 seconds. It's called someone a slag.
You're handling this pretty well considering your lack of sleep. Like, you're going okay. I'm impressed with the way you've handled
I
it.
just had 10 minutes in your bed, mate. Had a nice little shower, little wake me up shower. Couldn't find your shower gel, so I was washing me balls with your fucking bar of soap.
That's alright, everyone uses the bar of soap.
Oh no, she had a bar of soap with Matty Short. Horrible.
That's actually a new bar of soap, so you're the first person to use it.
You have to share
Yeah,
a bar of soap with Adam Hughes.
I don't care, mate, literally.
Horrible.
I don't care. It's a big new bar of soap, but
Yeah, it's a nice bar of soap. I like using that. Made my armpit smell fresh. Because it did smell awful.
I've got some deodorant in the room for you if you want
I'm
some
gonna get some deodorant on after this. I'm gonna look amazing.
You're gonna look $1 million.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, because you've organised so many nights, and I'm debuting my Giggle Gang comedy night tonight at the Binary Bar. any advice that you could have, because your attitude towards organising nights is like, they're good, they're easy to start, they're hard to maintain.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to me or anyone else that's looking at that? Do you have any advice?
I don't know, my nights all ends up terrible. I'm not good at sustaining and maintaining. The first one's always alright, and then by the fourth, you're thinking, this isn't going to last much longer, and you're getting, no money to run it.
Yeah.
You're running it out of sheer passion.
Yeah.
Just run with the passion, bro. It's horrible cringy, that, isn't it? So if you enjoy it and you're passionate about it, smash it.
Yeah.
Because Dan's probably the one to take more advice off, because he's trying. Yeah. With belly laugh, which is nice to see. Because obviously in Manchester there's a lot of walk-up nights that are like, you get on stage and you do 5 minutes in front of 3 people at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you don't know why you're there.
Yeah.
Shark's brilliant. You've got the worst comedy night in Salford still. You've got Comedy Bloom every Wednesday.
Comics Anonymous.
It's good. Comics Anonymous, mate. What an evening and a sheer entertainment. Woo! Loved it. Every time I've done Comics Anonymous, it has been completely weird. Every penny.
That's good. I'm happy to have your positive feedback to a night that's so close to my heart.
It is good. It's meant to be better now.
It is.
With Anna and Tuesday Tony.
Yeah.
Doing it.
It is. It's a well-oiled machine now.
Good for them.
Yeah.
To be fair.
It is good, but it is hard as well. Like you said, most of your gigs run monthly. It's hard to run a weekly.
Yeah, weekly seems hard. I used to run a bi-weekly one.
Yeah.
Which was like a weekly one, but like cock and fanny.
Yeah.
Terrible joke. But yeah, and that was hard because it was Lennon's. It was like we'd have 6 smackheads in and a Hindu.
Yeah.
Who literally walked in. Because we have a guy outside saying that it's the worst comedy night in the world. Come and see how shit it is. Oh, do you know what boss about that gig? Speakers in the chippy upstairs playing the gig.
Yeah.
And obviously, when everyone's blathered doing stands up, sometimes it gets a little bit racist.
And what were the nationalities of the people working in the chippy?
I don't know. I'm not going to put a label on it because I'm not an arsehole. Trying to fucking coax me into a lawsuit there, dickhead.
I'm just curious.
But like,
were they not English? They weren't British.
They weren't English. I don't know where they're from. I couldn't take.
I was trying to get you in trouble, but I can understand.
But like, obviously we've had some acts who got drunk and been racist, and we've had to drag them off.
Yeah.
Or they're genuinely going, the food's up there is fucking shit in it. hey, you've got a 0% hygiene rating. And people are ordering food and playing in the chippy.
So people could walk into a chippy, not know what's happening, and hear a stand-up gig that's happening underneath them.
Yeah, and it was an awful stand-up gig.
What the whose idea was that, to have it playing in the chippy?
The guy who was the manager at the bar at the time thought if we played the stand-up outside,
it would draw
people in.
But it didn't.
It did, but the issue is, it's the same speakers that play in the chippy.
Right.
So like, it was either not play it outside or play it in the chippy.
Right.
And he thought, let's really ruin another company's evening by playing
open spots, doing 5 minutes of
pretending
drunk.
to be James Acaster and Stuart Lee. And
do you have any comedians that you look at and you're like, you know, that's my inspiration, or is your inspiration Adam Hughes?
My inspiration wasn't me. That'd be completely narcissistic. But I don't know, because I grew up watching Lee Evans, and that's not unlike what I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I run down the stage a bit, which he does, and he sweats and I'm sweaty. Something to have in common.
You are sweaty.
I love Kevin Bridges, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Boss Mickey Flanagan's amazing. So many people. Jamali Maddox is a boss.
But you're not modelling what you do off them,
No,
you're just enjoying
really.
them for who they
Because
are.
like, apparently people think I'm similar to like, I'm like a shit Johnny Vegas or something, which I don't think I am.
I don't think that at all.
But I found him later on anyway, and I love him. But like, I don't know, I just go on and scream, so I don't know who's that similar to.
Yeah.
Someone said the other day it's more of an American style.
What is an American style?
I don't know.
Is this someone that doesn't understand comedy that said it's more of an American style?
Probably. I don't know, mate. I don't understand comedy. You don't understand comedy.
I don't.
Comedy's fucking wank. But it's the best thing anyone will ever do in their life if you like it. Because you're just on an adventure learning things about yourself.
Yeah.
And you're just learning that you're a fucking moron.
Do you think comedy's made you more confident?
As if fuck. It's made me more sweary and brash. It's made me more of an arsehole.
In like regular life?
Yeah.
Do your people that you work with know that you do comedy?
Yeah, because they fucking Googled me.
And what did they find?
Me saying that I find women boring.
Have you had a girlfriend?
Ever? No.
No. Do you want one?
Oh, potentially. If I meet the right girl.
That's true.
The girl with the pink hair from Belly Laugh, that's my dream.
The girl with the pink hair.
It's the one who sexually assaulted me.
Oh yes, yeah, the old woman. I thought you were talking about an actor. I was like, no, yeah, that drunk
Old
woman.
granny.
Yeah.
She's my...
Why?
Mate.
Why is she the dream?
Stunner. 6'8". Godzilla.
Just completely dominate you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're into?
No, I don't know what I'm into, lads. I barely have sex.
Oh really?
I'm an ugly cunt.
No, you're not.
Oh, he's flirting.
No, but
He asked me, do you want a girlfriend?
I've seen.
Do you want a girlfriend?
I've seen.
I've seen uglier cunts.
I really have. Like in this country, there's some fucking fucked up looking people. Like, do you ever walk down the street and look at someone and just think you are one chromosome away from being a fucking lizard? Like, does that ever happen?
No, because I'm not an arsehole. Oh, fucking hell, you're doing this again. Matty, you're better than that. We taught you. You can't call people ugly other than yourself.
It's not just women though, it's just people in general.
People in general, you're just generally being an arsehole to the world. Fucking hell, Matty. All we've talked about, all the work we've put in, ruined. You're a fucking monkey lizard, fat. Right, you're fat and you're a face. It looks like I want a punch it or a catch it. It's a sign of fat.
That is so accurate.
Like, bloody hell. The poor guy might have been in a fucking fire. Do you know what I mean? For all you know. For all you know, that fella who you just called ugly has had the worst childhood ever because he is ugly. And you're going, yeah, but the fucking lizard turns alright, that. Look at him, I'm more attractive to him tall. Go to the gym sometimes. He was a fat cunt years ago.
This was supposed to be me complimenting you on how you looked, and now it's reversed into me being a bad guy.
Oh, you're not a bad guy, but you are a dick. Like,
I am a dick.
poor ugly people. Us ugly people need to stick together. You know who you are. Anyone with low self-esteem, join me. We'll have a rally, we'll just murder this Aussie fucking gimp.
But I'm not even like good looking myself. Like,
And you were a fat bastard. You look like Jonathan Lipnicki.
I don't know who that
You
is.
full on look like Jonathan Lipnicki.
Who is he?
He's the kids of Stuart Little.
Oh, what?
You look like him if he's grew up.
Oh, now I look like him, not when I was fat.
No, you look, to be fair, if Jonathan Lipnicki was fat, that would be a funny looking person.
Jonathan Lipnicki.
But you don't look like him now because he's rich. You look like him. You look like you do a bit. You do a little bit. You look more like him when he was a kid. Yeah, they with the glasses.
Just because I've got glasses on, I look like the only person.
And his haircut. You've got his barney. Look at him.
That is the weirdest reference.
Dennis the Menace. Yeah, Google Dennis the Menace live action. You might look like him as well. That also might be Jonathan Lipnicki. I've just realised that Jonathan Lipnicki is a big part of everybody's childhood without you realising. He was a big fiction. Stuart Little 1, 2 and 3. Not at all. Like, who the fuck's he? Hey, is that?
That's Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace. What? That's a belter film. Larry fucking shoots
A slingshot?
a slingshot, but it's got aspirin in it. So is like babysitter, still a kid. He just gives him a headache tablet. He's just like fucking hell, Dennis. You fucking menace. What are you doing? Ping and slingshot.
So what TV shows did you watch as a kid? Dennis the Menace?
No. Loads. Yu-Gi-Oh, Scooby-Doo, Pokemon, the Rubber Dubbers.
The Rubber Dubbers.
Don't even know. The Rubber Dubbers, splish splash, split banger. Best
I've
tune
never
ever.
seen it.
Thomas
Is it an
the
English
Tank.
show?
Yeah, of course, an English show.
Oh right, it might not have made it.
Did you like Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Ringo Starr
Ringo Starr, the drummer from the Beatles.
narrated.
Oh, he narrates Thomas the Tank Engine.
Narrates Thomas the Tank Engine.
Really, I didn't know that.
The fat controller's having a bad day. Thomas goes to see how he is. Choo choo. Fuck off, Ringo, you cunt.
What do you think of the Beatles living in, like, being from Liverpool? What's your opinion
Do
on
you know what I don't know why John Lennon got shot and Paul McCartney's still alive, fair enough. I don't know why John Lennon got shot and George Harrison got stabbed and nothing's happened to Ringo.
Is Ringo still alive?
He's still alive, he's 78 and he's still a blit.
Is he in Liverpool?
No, he hates Liverpool, he hates Scousers, prick.
Really?
Probably, I don't know, I just don't like rich people.
Right, okay.
I just don't like people doing well for themselves.
Do you know where Ringo is?
I don't know, I don't fucking...
Still in England? I assume that's...
I haven't got him on Snapchat, can't just check my Snap map. Oh, here he is, Ringo. Hey.
He's in Bootle.
He's in Bootle, chilling. He's in Bootle in the Cat and Fiddle, having a bevy. He's done a live show and nobody's asked to he's fucking Ringo. Prick. Who else is a cunt? Do you know what? People like James Corden, and I think he's alright.
I think he's alright as well.
Michael McIntyre is very talented, everyone thinks he's a cunt.
Yeah.
The worst cunts on telly, I'm not even asked. It's that old woman who got bullied on Loose Women last week, Kim and Aggie. Oh, she does me head in that. She used to do How Clean Is Your House and just walk around people's houses.
I remember that show.
And clean up the house for them.
Yeah.
Which is a nice thing to do. And then she lost fame because the show was cancelled.
Yeah.
And then she goes on all these shows and was just really annoying and wondered why she got bullied. Jamie Oliver, he's a prick.
Why? He's doing such good things for kids and their school lunches.
Fuck off, you fitness freak. I don't care about the school lunches, he's just got a lisp. I'm not asked, I don't want someone telling me I can't eat fucking sausages. If he can say sausages, I won't eat sausages. Do you know what I mean? Jonathan Ross pulls it off, he's got a personality. Jamie Oliver can just make a fucking nice fajita. Do you know what I mean? He makes nice fajitas. Fuck off, mate. You're Ainsley Harriott shits on him.
I don't know who Ainsley Harriott is.
He's the biggest meme in cooking show history.
Really?
Haven't you seen the Ainsley Harriott memes?
No.
Like a picture of Ainsley Harriott just like on a train, called like Trainsley Harriott, or it'd be like Ainsley Harriott's face like photoshopped onto a plane. Be Plainsley Harriott.
Oh yes, I've seen him. This guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend, man. Probably a paedophile, but legend, man. Yeah, man, he's sick. Pouring that oil in there.
He does look creepy as shit.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh.
Any other celebrity pedos that you want to out?
He's not a pedo.
You said he was a pedo.
To be fair, before Keith Chegwin died, I thought that he was getting nonced by Polanski. I had a theory because Keith Chegwin was a weird man. Like he ran round on telly naked when his cock isn't even that big. You know what I mean? He's just running round with a small willy. And he was in Roman Polanski's Macbeth when he was 7.
Yeah.
And he was a cute kid, do you know what I mean? It's like sitting there singing songs and that. And I reckon Polanski had a nice little rod on. I was watching that. I reckon Fleance, Keith Chegwin from Macbeth, he's dead now, so rest in peace. God. Barry Chuckle, rest in peace, man. That's a sad loss for British culture. Yes. The Chuckle brothers were a staple, man. Did you have them in Australia?
No, never heard of them. I only figured out who they were when I came here, and then I learnt more about them when Barry.
What's your opinion? Why don't you take me top off?
I don't know. He just started unbuttoning his shirt when he's talking about the Chuckle brothers.
Oh, I'm ready.
I think it was interesting. It was like an interesting show. I can see why the appeal was there, but it's classically English.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it would have translated well. Like the reason they weren't big in the States, they weren't big like anywhere else other than England. You know.
Nah, they were just two creepy old fellas.
Yeah.
Just
the Chuckle
falling off ladders.
Yeah. It was fun. It was like fun. It was like silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of MC Devil?
No.
He's like my favourite character act ever. Just some
stand-up act or?
He's done stand-up and he's not that good on it, but he's just a character comedian. He's fucking funny, man. So he plays a smackhead from like Hull or Doncaster or somewhere around there, like East Yorkshire, and he's just a maniac.
Do you think that you could ever be a children's entertainer on TV?
Yeah.
I think you're silly enough. You just have to wind in the who you actually are.
Yeah, I just can't be myself.
Yeah.
I think I could be quite big if it wasn't me.
Mm.
If you get rid of everything about me,
what the fuck?
I'd be quite talented. But the thing is, I'm kind of held back by the fact that I am me. It's difficult, that, isn't it? Imagine being your own worst enemy.
That is basically what you've just described.
Because that's my life. I walk into a bar and people go, oh, he looks weird. And then I act weird.
You play into the stereotype.
But I'm not playing into the stereotype, I'm just strange.
Yeah.
I just look weird as well.
Like last night when you just sat in a bar in Leeds and stared at people.
I didn't mean to, they were just in my eye line.
They were just around.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I ended up making friends, but they disappeared into the night.
Yeah. Do you ever find, like, it's weird when you're at, like, music festivals or nights out and you make friends with people? I've stopped, like, I used to make friends with them and be like, oh, add me on Facebook, like, whatever. But then I realised you never fucking talk to these people ever again. Like, they're a person that's in your space for a short space of time and then...
Then they disappear?
Yeah, and then it's over. There's no point even asking what their name is. Like, their name, everything about them doesn't matter. They're just a person.
They're just a thing. They're not even a person to you. Because you don't treat people as people do you. Just
fucking lizards.
Yeah, you just fat lizard, cunt, fat. Why are you green? Oh, it's because you're an actual lizard. You're a gecko, mate. Fat. Why you on me wall?
You're a gecko, mate. You fucking gecko.
It's an insult now, that you dirty ghetto kid.
You're a fucking filthy gecko, mate. Get the fuck out.
We spent a good couple of minutes just saying gecko on this podcast. That's funny, that.
It's fucking good. Have a hit of that vape. We're coming to the end. We've almost done an hour. But what nights have you got coming up that you want to promote? Is there anything that you can remember?
No, not really.
If people want to see you, you're floating around Hot Water Comedy Club in Liverpool quite regularly.
Maybe if it's a book. It's a bit, I don't mind. Just go to a comedy club and watch other people because they're funnier than me. Go to the. What's a good night? Comedy Balloon's good.
Comedy Balloon's good.
You've got a night.
Giggle Gang.
Which you've
Sunday
promoted
nights.
probably all the time. And Shark's good on a Monday. You've got
Great White Shark is their new one on a Wednesday at the Patreon in the Northern Quarter. You could probably get a spot on there. You could probably get a pro spot.
potentially. Who knows?
Who fucking knows? Well, look, Adam, thanks so much for taking the time. I know it was an absolute fucking mission to get here. So
Yeah,
I
it's been a
appreciate
while. Now I'm going to go on to King Gong and go home. Go on first, bomb.
You want to go on first?
Yeah,
Why?
get it over and done with.
Oh, right. And will you come and watch my gig after?
Yeah,
That sounds good.
I'll just get gongs off and then I'll jump on your gig. I'm not arsed. I'll just ruin it. Rob them out. If I'm turning up and doing 2 minutes,
We'll see.
we'll see. He's bigger than me, so we mightn't see.
Have you got a final message? Any shout outs you want to give? Maybe your little friend Mark.
Nah, not really.
You don't want to shout out Mark?
Mark's a nice kid. If you see a dwarf in Liverpool, tell him I said hello.
Beautiful. Well,
He's a nice kid.
thanks so much for coming on, Adam. You're losing energy now. I feel like you need to.
I haven't lost energy, I've just lost interest in your conversation, mate.
Well, this has been a great way to end Adam Hughes, Giggle Gang podcast. And make sure you check out Giggle Gang Comedy every Sunday night, the Binary Bar. We'll see how long it lasts, eh?
Yeah, the last 3 weeks.
Beautiful. Ringing endorsement from Adam Hughes.